Morning guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another Vlogmas. I think this is going to be the part 2 of the lazy vlog because I know I had a part 1 and I ended up having quite a bit to do, but this is the part 2 to show you guys that even in Vlogmas, not every single day consists of like, you know, dish doing kind of thing, right? Okay, I'm gonna move this down. It's getting in the way. It's giving me so much like OCD. So I am back, guys, with another Vlogmas day, and I want to start off by having an honest conversation with you guys, as well as just unboxing something that I got from Google. This was another PR drop, and then we are probably just gonna go get some food, and we have like a couple of plans because today is the Slick Talk and Casper in Your Vest fight today. I don't know if any of you guys are on social media. I'm pretty sure a lot of you are, and you know that Casper and Slick Talk have just been having this back-to-back session, and Casper literally offered Slick Talk 100,000 rand to come and fight with him. I'm pretty sure you guys are probably wondering why my voice sounds so burnt and Lanzy like, which personally is my favorite sound, but the reason why my voice is gone is because yesterday I was doing something for television again, hosting something for television. I really don't want to lie to you guys. Yesterday was amazing and I really wanted to vlog the experience, but the only problem is that it was my first time emceeing, and it wasn't like just emceeing any event. It was an event that's going to be televised. So it is Channel O. You guys know I want to be like the Nicki Minaj, the little Kim of the Channel O family, you know, First Lady and whatnot. Yeah, I know there were other ladies, but they don't matter. It's I right now who matters. Thank you. So you know what, I feel like when it comes to Channel O, I've built like a family, do you understand? And I love how Channel O embraces my personality. Like, they don't want me to change, they don't want me to keep quiet, they don't want me to double down. They literally allow me to be me. And I can't even imagine to you guys how good it feels to work with a team of people who love and adore you, and that's essentially what they do. Like, yesterday I was basically emceeing with Robot Boy, and I realized in the moment that wait. I know that there have been a lot of women like me in the past, don't get me wrong, but I felt like this is exactly where I'm meant to be doing something like this, breaking barriers, being a first female voice that came from, you know, YouTube, and they saw my raw talent and they wanted to groom sounds so wrong. They wanted to basically mold it and build it, and they give me a chance to make errors, but they literally just let me be me. So it's so amazing. I'll probably post like some snippets of what I was doing yesterday, but I just won't tell you what it is. But I will suggest to you guys that if you do want to see this, then make sure to watch Channel O on the 31st of December, because you guys are going to, you're gonna buzz out, like you're gonna flip. But anyway, that's what happened yesterday, and that is why my voice is gone, because I was emceeing something that was going to be televised. Now that I've gotten that out the way, and honestly I pray to dear God from the bottom of my heart that my relationship with Channel O, it continues, like it reaches a point of continuity, like to infinity and beyond. Like I can't even see myself being around other people, because these are people that genuinely, like, I love that team. But anyway, that's fine. I'm done getting emotional and whatnot. Now I'm going to talk about something that I've been wanting to talk about on my channel, but I think I was too afraid to admit what I'm going to talk about now. And I'll talk about it while unboxing this box from Google, right? So, Slama is killing the girl. It's actually not slama, it's just actually pure tiredness, because I didn't really get a chance to have fun yesterday. I was working, and I was literally working from like 6 till 11. Yeah, actually I think 7 till 11. Yeah, but anyway, so this is what the box looks like. They gave me quite a lot of cute stuff. So they gave me a card that says, "Hi Naledi, I'll read it for you just now." They gave me a bottle of red wine. They gave me this cute little octopus thingy Bobby, which I love. I don't know what it's for. And then they gave me ingredients for a couple of things. So I'll just show you guys one by one. First things first, I think I really love this because I think I've seen it. This is that thing that you turn around when you're angry. Oh my gosh, my boyfriend's gonna love this thing because he'll be able to decipher if I'm in a good mood or I'm in a bad mood. So if I'm in a good mood, I'm gonna show him this. If I'm in a bad mood, I'm gonna show him this. Right, I want to talk about desirability, okay? I want to talk about how when you are desired, how many doors and how many opportunities that opens up for you, okay? And I really want to talk about how popularity status comes with a whole lot of desirability. The more popular you become, the more desirable you become. And it's something I've seen firsthand around people that I've chilled with that wouldn't even acknowledge me, and they do now. So what inspired this conversation was a tweet that my friend, you guys know her as Impru, but it's Mpume, right? Mpume, love her. So she made a tweet, which I'll probably try find and put it somewhere here, about how desirability is definitely a real chat. Like, you know what, as a matter of fact, let me try find it so I can read it. The desirability chat is even bigger than just men. Even friends treat each other differently, sometimes based on how desirable you are. Then she also said, desirability tonton, because she's okay on vibe. Desirability tonton is very loud in the club. There's friends that will call you to a picnic hosted by major leagues, but abagmemi magunyiwa etlabini. Yes, abagmemi. Awukaze unqabe or anything, but bakhethana based on what men on what them thinking men will pick them. Yes, something like that. I know I'm reading it wrong. What is it called? Desirability Politics. It got quite a few numbers. I was like, people that would always be around me didn't even acknowledge me a year ago. Desirability is a real thing. People want you when they believe you have more value. And that's when people obviously started garnering in and wanting me to talk about this on my YouTube channel. It is true, guys. A year ago, I can tell you with my chest that I would go to the likes of Konka, Moja, and I use Konka and Moja because that's where I used to frequent in the South. And there would be people there that I had met through my ex Drake, who would not acknowledge me, who would not, like, they would see me and like I would see them and there would be like a brief like interaction of, hey, how you doing? And they wouldn't even care to be around me, right? They wouldn't offer me alcohol, they wouldn't drink with me. Not that I really wanted anything like that from them, but what I'm trying to say is they were just courteous and they kept it moving. So it was like a hey, there and there. Now, let me give an example of what happens when I see the same people. Let me give an example of what happens. Walk in, hey, Naledi, whoa, let's snap. Hi, bro, yeah, bro, hi, where you sitting? What you drinking? Let me buy you shots. Hi, yeah. Keep coming to the table to check on me every 10 minutes. Buying me shots. Wanting to be posting with me on social media because you know for a fact, and you would be so surprised to know that it's niggas who do this, because when women do it, it's one thing. I know that women watch my content. I know that you guys genuinely have a relationship with me and I have a relationship with you guys. So whenever a female comes up to me, I really don't mind that because I know that they'll be like, hey, I follow you on YouTube. I love your content. I'm so sorry about what happened. That, yes, it's I wouldn't count it as desirability. I would count that more as an admiration, gratitude, relatability kind of aspect. Then you have the one where people just want to be seen with you. Do you understand what I'm saying? And yes, my voice is getting louder because I can tell that this thing actually frustrates me. A year ago, I sat on the other side of this dining room crying, feeling like I had hit rock bottom. People genuinely didn't. They knew me, but they didn't acknowledge me. They didn't see me. Now, it all boils down to a game of ego, and it's one of the reasons why I hate, well, I wouldn't say I hate, that would be an extreme term, but what do they call it here in Johannesburg? Like the culture, the Joburg culture. I can't stand it. Like I can't stand it. I can't be around it. I hate it. It's just too much. I hate it so much. Yes, I granted within the past year, I need to be cognizant of the fact that where I was a year ago, not a lot of people knew me. And I can't fault those people who only started knowing me now, and they obviously like me and desire me because they're like, oh, who's this new girl on the block, to them. Because not everybody knew me a year ago. And between now and last year, I think I've been exposed to a whole lot of exposure. There's been a whole lot of exposure around my work, around my craft, around social media. Like a lot of people have been garnering and helping me and pushing me up and supporting me. So I also need to be cognizant of the fact that that plays a role. Not everybody really knew me a year ago. But I'm talking about the people that knew me prior to everything that is going on right now. I'm talking about niggas who knew me and niggas who would just hug and move. Not even hug, bro. They were just like, now it's all on that, what's up, what you doing, da, da, da. And men also do it as well. Men also want to be around other men who make them feel popular. They do it either for popularity status, they do it to get women, they do it for various reasons. Even yesterday, I was working, obviously, it was obviously the event for the 31st. I don't really want to give away too much of what it was, but if you do watch me on social media, then you will have seen what the name of the show is. You know what, I'm just going to tell you anyway, it's called 21 Wrap Up, but make sure to watch it. Anyway, yesterday, had it been maybe a year ago, maybe even a year is a bit too presumptuous. Had it been a few months ago, 6 months ago, before I even landed Channel O, had it been before that, it still would have been hey, but it would have never been a situation of, hey, let me buy you a bottle, what you doing, you look so good. I had niggas who followed me on Instagram, never ever commented, never ever liked, who are now telling me how beautiful I look. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I looked this beautiful a year ago. Okay, maybe my makeup skills needed a little bit refinement, but I'm pretty sure that I looked the same a year ago. Maybe I was a little bit smaller weight size, weight class, but I'm pretty sure I looked the same a year. No, I was actually bigger, but I'm pretty sure I looked the same. So what I'm trying to basically say is that I despise Johannesburg culture with everything in me. I despise it, I don't like it, I hate it. I have seen what popularity, and I call it popularity because I wouldn't even want to call it anything else. I'm gonna call it clout and popularity because that's exactly what it's been. Seeing it and being exposed to it has been the most shocking thing for me. I have had women. I had a girl who once looked at me 2 years ago, and we were fighting because she was being a mean girl towards me but greeting all the other people like Michalis and stuff like that. And I asked her like, why are you doing this? Why are you being this hard? Because I genuinely liked her. And she was like, you know what, dude, look at my career and look at yours. Like, she was basically trying to downplay this thing of, no, I wasn't trying to be mean or anything like that, but look at my career and look at yours. I have more to lose. I can tell you with a straight face that she can't even look at me right now. We can sit, she won't even sit at the same table. I wouldn't let her. Personally, I wouldn't let her. That one statement, it drove me to be the person that I am right now. And it's not the nicest thing to have to be to have your power or like your fire lit up by mean comments. But that's all I ever received from people. Mean comments. Nobody cared about me. Nobody saw me. People only saw me when I was with Drake. But then when I broke up with Drake, everybody had something to say about the fact that they thought Drake bought my car. They thought my car was repossessed because Drake couldn't pay his stuff. Nobody gave a fuck, basically. Nobody cared. Nobody even acknowledged me. And I was sitting at a place where I am looking at people that used to speak so badly about me, or would actually look at me with like lenyatso, or I don't know how to call it in English, but lenyatso. It's like a superiority complex. They saw me as inferior because I had an inferiority complex. Okay? I always hyped people up. I always made people feel like they're bigger than me. Not because I believed that they were, but because if I genuinely like you and I support what you do, I will support you wholeheartedly. It was never a competition to try to be better than you. I am happy that you are in your own lane, own pace. But you know what they did? They took my inferiority complex and they used it against me because of their superiority complex. And it became so bad to a point where by the time I got to this part of my life, I didn't want to make any more friends. I still don't. Like, no offense. Like, I do not want to make any more friends. Because I genuinely, one, my naivety is the reason why I realized how much people nyats me. One. Two, people generally in Johannesburg culture, it's literally a dog-eat-dog world. Like, it's so ironic because the girl that said, look at my career and look at yours, is literally an Instagram honey. Like, that's all she is. But because at the time she had the numbers and I didn't, and I was just struggling on YouTube, she felt compelled to say that to me. And I get it. But now that we are here in a different instance, she can't even look at me because now it's like a hard pill to swallow that in actual fact, the same thing she said about me, I made a career out of. And I didn't do it because, yes, the fire lit up in me, but I did it because I knew that I was going somewhere. Just because I wasn't competing with you doesn't mean that I was losing. Own lane, own pace. Own time, own shine. Own ride, own high. Own something. Bitch, I wasn't even trying to do what you were trying to do. I don't even want to be an Instagram slay mama. Like, bro, I'm only working on my Instagram now because people told me it's kind of crap. If I could have it my way, I wouldn't even have Instagram. I would be happy on YouTube and Twitter because that is where I feel most appreciated. That is where I get to be who I am, and that has to do a lot with my voice and my sound. My image is, I don't care what people think of how I look. Okay? I am not that materialistic. I'm not that self-concerned about my appearance. Because at the end of the day, bitch, I just don't give a fuck. I'm concerned about making change. I'm concerned about creating content that's real. I'm concerned about relating to real women. I don't want to look like a fad or a fantasy. I don't want to look airbrushed and air-tuned. I don't want to flipping, what's the word? What is everybody doing these days where they're like, what's the word? They're photoshopping their boobs and their bums and their waists. I don't want to do that. I don't care for that. If that makes you money, good for you. But don't you ever for a second think just because I was never at the level that you were on that I desired or wanted to be you. I don't. But it's so ironic now because you can't say the same about me. Yeah, that was a little rant. I had to do that. Anyway, let me just read what they said. 2021 is almost over. What a year it's been. Google Trends compiles the list of what's been trending on Google search South Africa across the globe. So that is why I hate Joburg culture. Because people think just because you support them and you admire them and you show them the same love and that they receive from people that they deem as beneath them, that automatically you are placed beneath them. Like, I've never in my life been so sick. And I get it from women. From men, it's a desirability. All of a sudden, you're prettier than what I thought you were because now you're popular and now you're making money. And don't get me wrong, we have some niggas here in Johannesburg who will do anything for the bag, okay? Trust me. Even if it means being seen with a popular hand. For them, that's their street cred that goes up, you know? Like, which guy would say, okay, listen, now this is just a general statement, but I'm saying, for example, which guy would say no to dating, who's a really hot girl, Boiti, for example. Yes, there are people who have their preferences, but a large part of men would generally be open to the idea of dating Boiti, because one, she's Boiti, she's like a mega superstar, she's got the most followers in South Africa, she's rich, she's doing it on her own, she's like a bad bitch, you know what I mean? She's a bad bitch. And I don't mean that from a baddie, I mean that from a Boiti is literally strong and she does things herself, and I love it for her, and she's done everything that she can with her business, and it seems to be working out in her favor. So which guy would want to be seen with a woman that is already that's put on a pedestal by so many other men, because it makes them more desirable to other men? Yeah, mina ngithola no Boiti. Njayami. Ay, njayami. Naya, let's Boiti phela. Now when Boiti is there, all the other friends want to snap. Now every time that must happen, he must bring Boiti to the club. You understand what I mean? It is a really real thing where men and women, people, Johannesburg, they put people on a pedestal and then they expect people to also dance to their tune. Like, oh my God. You know what? Like, I don't even want to get into that. Okay. My name better pitch up here, otherwise I don't want to read it. Okay, trending general searches, DMX. DMX, y'all gonna make me act the fool. Election results, Euro 2020, Killer Cow was on the trending generals. Oh, man, I'm so sad about that. Pakistan versus South Africa, I'm assuming that's cricket. Premier League, PSL, Is that the one that Mam Kize is on? Y'all see the team with Mam Kize and Andile and Tamia. When was Tamia dating Andile Buffett? Wait, how did I miss this? Okay, it's not Nabazam, and maybe Tamia was just very private, but I genuinely will say yes. I don't know the ins and outs of what happens in people's relationships, but I do think that they did Stella very, very dirty. I'm sorry. I do think that was not cool. It wasn't. And you know what? I probably have differing views with my friends about this, but I definitely think that she was so humiliated. It was so uncalled for. And something about that wedding just felt very suspicious. Very unplanned, very, I don't know. But let me not get involved, because I don't have any beef with Tamia as well, so. Trending local personalities. Ace Makashule. Why is he trending? Why? Bishop Makamu. Carl Niehaus. Jacob Zuma. Mpura, yeah, no, I understand. No, Prom, yes, I also understand that. Pesitao, Prince KP. Yeah, Prince KP is definitely, Zola 7, Chachana Schumacher, trending global personalities, Alec Baldwin, okay. And then they also gave me ingredients to make something. Granulated sugar, cup of water, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, chocolate for drizzling. Saucepan, what am I exactly making? Okay. They didn't say you're making this. They just put in all the ingredients. And I have to obviously make it with the baking soda and stuff. The next thing they gave me was a Google Can I just show you guys all my power banks? Hold on. This is the power bank from MTN. This is the one I got with TikTok. This is the power bank from something else that I got. This is a TikTok power bank. This is just the power bank. I don't know where I got this. Might be one of my friends'. This is a Google power bank. And then I've got 2 other power banks that are somewhere in the house that I also got from like PR drop-offs. And let me tell you how many power banks I use. None. Well, none of these. And then the last thing that they gave me was definitely an Alto Rouge red wine. Thank you so much, because I love wine and I do want to take you guys with me to go get amangena. So I think maybe I'll just have them with some wine or like a Savannah or something. And they gave me a cookie cutter, which is really nice. So yeah, that's definitely what I'm gonna do now. But yeah, guys, without obviously rambling too much about the situation, I have felt what it's like. I've genuinely felt what it's like to be desired only because you have something to bring to the table. I'm surprised that men are saying I'm hot now. I mean, I was hot a year ago and we've all seen each other, we've all hung out with each other, but because they didn't notice me, because I wasn't as popular as they wanted me to be, because I wasn't that girl that was known by a lot of people, they didn't really see what the desirability was about. Now all of a sudden, it's just really funny to me. It's just so funny to me. But anyway, I will definitely tell you guys that I would never, that's part and parcel as to why I don't get along with people in Johannesburg culture, because this is how they make me feel. I love this thing. Okay, anyway guys, I'm kind of feeling kind of hungry right now, so I'm thinking let's step out, go to Anka's kitchen, because I'm really craving pork trotters and I hope they have them, because sometimes they have them, sometimes they don't. Not Anka's kitchen, but sometimes. Well, not Anka's kitchen. Anka's like my mom, but like the people who work there sometimes. Anyway, let's go get food and we'll talk in the car. Okay. Hey guys, I'm in the car now. By the way, have you guys heard Calvin Momo's new album, Ivy League? Oh. You know what, for the first time in my life, I can tell you guys with my chest that Baba Alwa and Calvin Momo are literally a match made in heaven. They are a match made in the heavens. Like when God was making the both of them, he knew exactly what he was doing. And he made them for each other. He also knew exactly what he was doing. And you know, to be so talented like that and date another talent like a musician or an artist, maybe it works out because they both understand each other, you know. They understand how to make music together. I love it for them. No, really, I love them as a couple. Anyway, let's talk about... Hey! Anyway, before we talk about what we're going to talk about, guys, today, 9 p.m, Casper, Slick Talk, they're fighting. I got the popcorn ready and everything. I'm going to get food. I am streaming that fight. I don't want to be disrupted. Nothing. Okay, right now we're heading to Spruit View to go get pork trotters. That's because I'm really craving them. Yesterday when I was working, I didn't get a chance to eat, so when I got home my tummy was so painful. It was like in knots because I didn't have any food in the house. Well, I didn't have any cooked food, so like I would have to defrost chicken and stuff, and it was like 11:30. So, and I had been on my feet for hours, I had been dancing for hours, I was just bushed. And what's crazy is I had 2 cans of Red Bull, ne? And I still passed out because I literally used all that energy on stage. So today I really want to take it easy with you guys. I want to watch the fight. I'm worried a little bit because I don't know how old Slick Talk is. I don't know how big Slick Talk is. He's quite negative, you know, like I've seen a little bit of his clips on Twitter. Look, I mean, that's exactly what his channel is about, Slick Talk. He's got like a slick mouth, and you know what, I say, hey man, if it works for him, then everybody be about their grind. Like other people make entertainment channels to talk about other people's endeavors, you understand, like Popcorn Room, and then you've got Owami Entertainment, and then you've got Sims Right. So if we're hating on them, no, if we're hating on Slick Talk, who's also talking about other people's endeavors, but the only difference with Slick Talk is that he's just being downright rude. He's not being objective. He's saying how he feels. It's a very subjective channel, or it's subjective content. So it does come across as a little bit abrasive at times. No, not a little bit, a lot of abrasive. But anyway, that's not why I'm here. I want to talk about the fact that Casper called him out. Now, he's been talking about a lot of celebrities, okay? He has been shitting on a lot of celebrities. He has been saying a lot of things that are very uncalled for, very uncouth. And a lot of celebrities have been saying, listen, dude, when I get my hands on you, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. So now the problem is no one knows where he stays. And then Casper being Casper. Now, you guys all know who Casper Nyovest is. Casper Nyovest is obviously one of South Africa's biggest hip-hop artists, and I wouldn't even call him a hip-hop artist. I'd call him just like an artist. Like he's a musician, he's a rapper, but he also branches into so many diverse genres of music. Like he even does mapiano and stuff. So he's a very you know what? I have to be honest and say that Casper is a very what's the word for someone who's got so much diversity? He's a very diverse artist. He can literally sure. I was trying to indicate this side, and then this guy came literally at 180 that it scared me, and I just went back into the lane like, oh my god. Anyway, the Subaru, get the Subaru. No, it's not the SS Lumina, guys. It's that other Subaru. He's been shitting on a lot of artists, and then one day Casper was actually nah, fuck that. I don't know if he said anything about Casper, but I know that Casper called him out and said, listen dude, I want us to get in the ring, and I am willing to pay you 100,000 rands, 100,000 chankura, chelete, bread, cheese. And Casper also said, whether you lose or win, it's a guaranteed 100,000 rand. I was like, Casper, please put me in the ring. For 100,000, I'll let you beat me to a pulp even. Just don't hit my face. Just hit everything else on my face. So Slick Talk accepted the challenge, and I was like, Slick Talk, do you see? Okay, just over an appearance thing. Do you see how Casper looks? He obviously trains. He goes to the gym. You know, he wouldn't call you out on a battle like this and not want to do it. Like, for example, Casper also called out AKA. And AKA kept saying, yeah, nah, I'm down. But it never happened. So everybody kind of assumed that they were just doing it for clout purposes, or like just to obviously keep that beef alive, because that is kind of what generated them that popularity status. Then after that, I think Casper called out Prince KB. Or maybe Prince KB called Casper out, I don't know, but they also had a little bit of a falling out. And I think there was also talks of a fight or something like that. But Prince KB is also quite tough, so you know, you never know who's gonna win that round. And also, Prince KB doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who would be involved in that type of conflict. I think he's a very to himself gent. He says his piece and he keeps it moving. I don't know where his beef with Casper started, but it did seem very personal. So that's fine. The Slip Talk one today, I want to see it because it's being streamed today at 9 p.m. They're going to fight today at 9 p.m. Now, nobody knows where Slick Talk is from or anything like that, but it's going to be really exciting to see if Slick Talk can put his money where his mouth is, or at least put his fist where his mouth is. Because if Casper beats the crap out of him, he might just use that 100K for surgery. You understand what I'm saying? Oh no, but they might put in those things for safety. It might be like a fight where, like, you know, Floyd Mayweather, where they put those things. No, Floyd Mayweather doesn't put those things. He doesn't put those covers. But anyway, I'm really excited to see how that's gonna pan out. But let me just go buy food, and I will talk to you guys as soon as I get there. Okay, I'm here in Springview. I like to support Anka's kitchen because Anka and my mom were really good friends, my real mom before she passed, and her food is amazing. I mean, anybody who comes from the East Rand, before side, you know Anka's kitchen, and she literally expanded her business. I think she's got 2 or 3 other operating franchises for Anka's kitchen, but the original one is the one near Momo Springview. And as much as I love her food, which I do, I'm not too much of a fan of some of the ladies who work here because they're not nice. Like, the only ones who are nice are the ones I grew up with. The other ones are just, yo, voucher to come buy the Joka voucher. I think if our Anka was to hear like people's concerns, she would kind of be pissed off. But I guess nobody really says anything because, you know, it's never that big of a deal. It's never, it should never be that deep. So anyway, let me step in and get the food. But there's one thing about me, I'll vlog anyway, and I say, look, Shun. Even in the location, here it is. Even in the location, one thing about me, I will vlog, hey? I fear nothing and no one, and this is my job. And I love what I do. I said it. Someone, Johnny, go on, go to put a normal. Yeah? Good night, Namsan. Hi, okay. Eh? Oh, okay. Every time kita mo, yeah, channel O. Eh? Yeah, maramangina ba dilabas na wona mo. Every time. Marang ngoba manguya la nhlale ngana mangina. Sinini aningikhulumisi, sinini asibukisani. Kinalon, how's uncle? That's your mom. That's my mama too, actually. She raised me, literally. I feel like my mom raised me. No. Yeah, let me do. No, her and my mom were best friends. Mom? Okay, well that man just got into my business. Anyway, oh, you're falling cheek. So, I'm leaving now. I would have loved to show you guys where my mom stays. Oh wait, I grew up. Actually, no, let me show y'all. I'm gonna show you guys where I grew up. And hopefully I don't get bummed in the process of trying to do that. Yeah. Okay. Now, oops. Okay, you guys need to get more stable. So, I grew up Gomzamo, right? Wait, I think I need to close the window because it's bringing up too much light. I grew up in Mzamo, which is this place that I stayed in, but we're not gonna go inside the house because every time my grand sees me, she sees money. So no, guys, every time she sees me, she's like, Naledi, Shanondi, Jodi, Ing. But anyway, I want to show you guys where I used to stay, where I grew up. Oh my goodness, my dad is here. The blue car, that's my dad, and he is right here at my grand's house. So guys, this is where I actually grew up. Let me show you guys. And then it goes on into the other side. Remember that story I told you about when my mom beat me because the boys were sitting here? They were actually sitting over there. They were literally sitting right there by the garage. Wait, they were sitting right here, guys. And my mom beat my ass. This lady beat my ass just because I wasn't in the jarete. Oh my god, so ghetto. But anyway, I probably gotta go inside and greet my parents because, like, I guess it's the right thing to do, I suppose. Anyway, let's go. My mom used to love this garden of hers. I'm glad that they're actually upkeeping it, and she used to have lots of lavenders. Yeah. Coco! Hello?
Yeah, you go to
Fun. Panda. Mula po.
Oh, Chochi.
How about thing?
You see the boy.
Oto malaga ang katix.
Ba, imulatile. Yakira ba tu ko
Panda, dumili sa subscriber ta kay. Hi guys.
Besa.
Papa dumili sa.
Uma.
Di subscriber ta. Mo camera.
Hello. Give up on that.
Tonto, hello. Hi.
Hi.
Okay, I told you guys my grandmother's colored. How can Papa there? There he is. There's my dad. You can't see him now. There's my dad, guys. Yes, guys. My dad built this house for my mom from scratch, and like he built it because he's a bricklayer. Oh my god, and I lived here all my life. Listen, where's my cousin? Bro, look at the hell he did with these cupboards, bro. Mans. And then this was like my favorite bathroom because I would come in here, it's got really high walls, and I'd sing. See? Like I just stand right there, and I'd sing. Can you believe that my dad built my mom this house from scratch? Literally. Anyway, guys, let me go downstairs and talk to my parents. I'll talk to you guys as soon as I'm done. Bye. Oh my god, guys. So I just left home and going back into my mom's house. So oh, what's wrong, Papa? So I just went into my mom's house for the first time in I don't know how many months, and one of the reasons is that I have a really hard time going inside the house, and just I feel like I still feel her presence, and all my memories of her are in that house, and it's very hard to accept the fact that going into that house I'm not gonna you know, hear the sound of her voice, or you know, just come home into like a house that smells of like warmth and food, and it's so hurtful, you know. It hurts. It still hurts, and it's crazy because it's been 11 years, but it's been 11 very tough years for me. And the older I become, the more I realized how much I buried those emotions, and I've learned to live with them, not necessarily to deal with them and to face them. So it makes me happy to see my dad still go there, because yeah, guys, my dad built that house for my mom when they were married, and he built it from scratch because my dad is in construction, and he built such a beautiful house, and we've been living there since I was born. So it's been, oh, but when I was born he hadn't extended it, so I think they bought the house and then my dad extended it. The part where you see going upstairs is the extension, because the house actually has 4 bedrooms. So yeah, it's been hard. I miss her. I wish she was just here. You know, all these good things are happening, and I know it's her doing, but it's like her just being there and being able to say "Kengwanaka," oh, because my mom used to always say things like that, "Kengwanaka." So it's painful. It sucks, and I find myself, whenever I come to Sprayview, I have to go past Anka's kitchen because she's someone who raised me. And then I also have to go past Vanessa's mom's house, Togo's hair salon, because that's also another person that I feel like raised me. And those are just people who cared for me even after her passing. And not obviously from a, oh, let me take care of you financially or anything, but just from an emotional standpoint. They just cared. They were there. So they remind me of what it was like to still have a mom. And not to obviously invalidate my mom, like my stepmom. She'll always be my mom, you know. But just I miss my mom sometimes, and I'd love to show her all the things that I'm doing, but I'm glad that she can see it. So yeah, let me drive home, because I'm just feeling a little bit distraught right now, and I'll talk to you guys later. By the way, everyone keeps asking me what this is. This is my hubly, guys. I don't know if you can see it. Wait, let me do this. This is my hubly, guys. It's actually called, I think, a mod box. It's something I saw from I saw one time me Shali posted it on her Instagram, and then I saw this other guy that I know from Mikalo called Havo the Manager. He had one. So I asked him where he got it. It's actually a Hubly, and it's a very like compact version. I haven't went back to my other Hubly ever since, because this one is easy to clean, it's easy to smoke, it's very smooth, it's got a filter, so it's like amazing. So I just got home now. I actually got another call about another delivery that I'm going to be receiving. So I'm going to go collect that, and then we're probably going to unbox that. And I'm just waiting to find out from my friends if we're going to be stream living Casper's fight together, because I don't want to watch it by myself, obviously. And I want us to like place bets. Like I want us to all put a 10 rand and say who's going to win, which team is Slick Talk, Team Slick Talks, Team Casper. But yeah, guys, I just got back home. I'm gonna make my food now as well and show you guys what I bought. And yeah, let me just go heat it up and I'll talk to you guys. So guys, I finally got my food. Let me show you what it looks like. It's still steaming hot, but it's the stew right over here. It looks so good. You know, Anka's kitchen, you can't beat them with stew. And I like lamb stew because when the lamb cooks, it becomes really tender. And after some time, I just hate eating my own food. Oh my god, it's so good. It's hot, but it's so good. Anyway, great news. Right after I told you guys about the Casper and Slick Talk fight today, I was actually tweeting about it, trying to get my friends and I to obviously do a braai, right? As soon as I just started to heat up my food, I got a call from Lasizwe and he actually invited me to go watch the fight live today. So I'm really excited about that. I'm going to go with Lasizwe and go watch the fight. That was so sweet of Lasizwe because he was like, right? And you want to go see it, so come with me. I'm like, oh, yes, I will. Okay, I'm really excited about that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have my lunch. I'm watching South African story times. Right now, I'm watching this girl called Sbusi Poswa. I love her story times. This is her YouTube channel. I'm actually subscribed and I really, really like her content. Sbusi Poswa. I feel like I love her voice, I love her calm nature, I love how she tells a story. Like, she's the opposite of me. She can tell the crazy story time, but she's so calm. And I'm just like, nah, 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 nah. So watching her, I love how different we tell stories, but she's also very engaging. She's one of the few whose story times I've watched all of them, her and Zibele Qinga. But Zibele obviously has a bigger exposure. She's a brilliant storyteller. So she's also someone I've been enjoying. So make sure to subscribe to her channel, check her out. I know I look crazy with like my wig cap, but please check her out. So guys, I'm gonna eat and watch Sbusi and I'll talk to you guys a little bit later.